Hi there.
Hello. So, if you're here, you're either here for a review of interactive introverts, or you're horribly lost on the internet. So if you don't know who Dan and Phil are, run far away and never get involved in this. And, okay, so if you're still here, you must be here for what I'm actually making a video about. I have not scripted this because if I decided I was going to script this, then I would procrastinate and not actually make this video. Also, if I start crying at any point during this video, don't be surprised. It's happy tears. I was actually going to film back there and prop my phone on my bookshelf, but the lighting from this window was really bad, so I'm at my vanity. That's not relevant. But yeah. So, I went to Interactive Introverts, or on the 2nd of July. Fun fact, I was so nervous all day that, I wasn't able to eat and I felt nauseous. So, yay. So, not bragging, I had VIP tickets, which my dad got me actually last minute through a third-party vendor, which I'm very grateful for. But so I'm gonna talk about like the meet and greet experience first, and then I'll like talk about the show and the merch. I didn't get a lot of merch, but I got 2 pieces of merch and some plushies and a poster. I wanted to get more merch actually, but I was really flustered, so I just saw 2 things I liked and I was like, that. But, what was I gonna say? What was I talking about? I don't remember what I was literally just talking about 2 seconds ago. Hold on. Right. Okay. Remembered again. I have really shit memory. How are you? I'm gonna hit this little button. So I live in Austin, Texas. So my venue was Cedar Park, which was ATP Center in Cedar Park, which is a little bit out of town. So the meet and greet started at 4, and then the show started at 6. So we got there at 4, and no, we got there at 3:30 because I didn't want to be late just in case. Because if you don't live in Austin, Texas, we have really bad traffic, like almost as bad as LA. Like it is fucking horrible. Don't move here. But anyway, so we waited in our car for like 30 minutes, not 30 minutes, like 20 minutes, because, we didn't want to stand outside in the heat, because it was like 90 degrees. That's not relevant, why did I tell you that? So, then we went and we stood in line, and I have a cute picture of me standing outside, which I may or may not insert here, depending on how lazy I am. Maybe I inserted it, maybe I didn't. Who knows? You know, not me. So we waited and we got in and we went into this room like you would with a meet and greet. And I kind of started hyperventilating. This is kind of a story time and review. I just wanted to make this video because I was there. Also, if you're not going to go see Interactive Introverts, I will say some small things about it at the end, if that's why you're here, because you don't get to go see and you want to know what happens, and skip to the end. I'm not going to tell you everything, but just like important stuff that you would want to know. But anyway, so we were stood there for about 5 minutes and I was hyperventilating, and like not really hyperventilating, but I was having a tiny panic attack because Dan and Phil, and then I was standing kind of out the door, so I didn't really see them that well, but they walked out of the door, and Dan did like this cute little jump into the room, and like he waved hi, and I went behind the thing, and I started crying. I broke down into tears. I was desperately trying, because I had like really big eyeliner wings on, because I wanted to look good in my photos with them. And so you can't even see the eyeliner wings in the photos because I'm smiling so big. But, so I started crying and I was able to calm myself down. Oh yeah, and before that, again, I didn't script this, but and before that, their manager came out and told us some things about the meet and greet, like at our particular venue, you know how you can like usually take body, like you can take a selfie and like a photo with each of them separately. At our venue, there were a lot of people they were meeting, so we could only take a selfie. And we could like film ourselves going in, but like we couldn't take like any like video like for our friends or anything, which sucked because I told my friend Clara I'd get a video with them for her, and I probably could have just asked, and I would have I could have maybe asked, I don't know, but I was way too awkward to ask about that, so I didn't. So I waited for like about 30 minutes. There were probably about 50 people in front of me, and I got there, and I brought my copy of Tabanoff, and I wanted them to sign the player 1 and the player 2 thing, and they have their own Sharpies. So I handed the book on the open page that I wanted them to sign to their manager, and then I put the letters that I wrote to them in the little box, because I wanted to write them letters because I wasn't gonna have a lot of time. I have a video. It was literally like 40 seconds of my life that I was with them. So I sat around the corner, and Phil was there, and his eyes like lit up when he saw me, kind of, which made me feel really happy. And he said hello, and I said hi, and I hugged him, and then I hugged Dan, and they're really warm and they're really soft. And I'm 5'5", so I'm like 5 inches shorter than them because I'm really tall. But yes, they are really, really, really tall. And in case you're wondering, yes, Dan does do half hugs, but I mean, it's still physical contact, like that's okay with me. And I handed them my book, and Dan laughed and said that it was on a choice of page. And again, not bragging, but 2 years earlier, we have a festival. This is relevant, I promise. We have a festival in Austin called South by Southwest, and 2 years ago, Obama, before the Trump election, before the that, spoke there as he was going out of office, and he spoke at one of the performances of music at this festival. And I went to go see it with my family because, Obama. My dad was able to, I was able to meet Obama, basically. I met the President of the United States of America. And if you're wondering, Obama was really sweet and also really warm. But, so when I went in to meet them, while they were saying my book, I said, this is better than when I met Obama. And they were both really flattered, and they made these really cute facial expressions. And then I handed Dan my phone to take the selfie, and my hands were literally like this. I was shaking so intensely. And I handed him my phone, and I forgot to open the camera because I was so nervous. And I kind of stepped into place to meet them, and Phil asked me where I met Obama, and I was so flustered, I just looked up at the ceiling and I went, I can't remember, and they laughed, and Dan said, it was probably a really long time ago, or something along those lines. I don't remember what he said, and I said, it was 2 years ago, and they said something, and Dan took the photo, and then they thanked me for watching their videos, and I said, you're welcome, and they told me to have a good time. Then I almost walked away without my copy of Tabanoff, and they gave it back to me, and then they told me to have a good time, and I said, thank you. You too, because I'm an awkward little shit. And then they just laughed and said, we will. And then I took my VIP bag, which, by the way, consists, actually no, I'll do it with the merch stuff. And then I proceeded to the bathroom where I cried for 10 minutes because I just touched Dan and Phil. I'm really proud of myself for not starting to cry by saying that, because that was the best day of my entire life so far.
It's just gonna be some footage of me meeting them and the selfie I took with them.
Hello! Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming to see us. Alright, it's a good choice of page. Yes. Oh my gosh! Thank you. Yeah, awesome. Yes.
But so usually there is a room, I've heard, where you can like, you know, go and be with other VIPs. But at our venue, there wasn't space for one of those. So we were just out in the lobby, and I again got some merch. Can you see it behind me? No, it's on the floor. But so we had 2 hours. So me and my mom left the venue, and we went to go eat at a place called Grove, which is irrelevant, but I got meatballs. They were really good. And then we went back, and we waited in our car. It started at 6, and we waited.
Hello. This is me 3 hours later editing this video. I'm about to say something that makes absolutely no sense. I went back, and watching the footage back, I realized that I said the absolute wrong thing. I was super flustered filming this video because just, you know, memories. But no, the gates to get in, like all of the people who didn't have VIP, the gates for non-VIP people to get in opened at 6. And then the show started at 7. So we waited in our car until like 6:50 so that we wouldn't have to you know, stand in the heat in a giant mass of people. And then the show started at 7. They were like 5 minutes later onto stage. But yeah, just so that completely ignore about everything I'm about to say. Okay, bye now.
Or until like 6:20, because there was like probably like I don't know how many people, but it was a lot of people, and it was like 100 degrees outside, and I was wearing leather boots, and my feet were baking, so we stayed inside the car. And we got out, and we walked in, and we showed them our tickets, and it all went really smoothly. And then we went in, and we went and took our seats after going to the bathroom. That's, again, irrelevant. I didn't script this. I'm sorry. But we walked in, and we took our seats, and my dad's amazing. We had front row center seats, which were the best thing ever in the existence of everness, because they were right there. But so yeah, the show is 2 hours long with a 20-minute intermission in the middle. This is face paint. I can't say much about it until the end of this, but it's really amazing. If you're going, be really excited. And if you're not going, I hope they upload a filming of it on YouTube, because it was so amazing. But I'm gonna get into the merch try-on thing, which I don't know if I'm going to do voiceover for. I mean, I'm probably just going to talk while I'm doing it, and then if I don't like what I'm saying, then I'll mute the audio and put a voiceover over the top. Yeah. So, I got the denim jacket that they posted those photos on Instagram that killed everybody. And it says this on the back, and it's really comfortable. It doesn't exactly feel like real denim. I don't know if it's real denim or like a fabric that kind of feels like denim, but isn't real denim. But real denim or not, it's very, very comfortable. And it comes with, there's another pin, hold on. Comes with these pins, and then this pin. I haven't put them on yet because I'm scared. I'm terrified of stabbing myself with pins like this, because I have a super low pain tolerance, and if I stab myself, it'd be like the end of my world. My day would go to shit. It would not be good. But I'll stand back up. Yeah, it has these cool like chunky buttons, and it's really comfortable. My only complaint with this jacket is that the pockets are kind of small. This one, not so much, but it's like a struggle to get your hand in there a little bit. And then this one, I don't know if they messed up in sewing, but like it is impossible. Like it's pulling on my skin right now, trying to get my hand in. So maybe I just have big hands, or maybe they messed, or maybe like the factory machine the sewing machine messed up on the pockets on this one. I don't know, but this pocket is really difficult for me to get my hand into. But other than that, I have no complaints. It's a good denim jacket. I just looked up the prices online. It is 78 American dollars and like I think it said 60 pounds. If I got that wrong, I'll clarify in editing. And then I got this hoodie. So if you're going to Interactive Introverts and you're only allowed to get one piece of merch and you want clothing, I highly recommend this hoodie. It feels like a cloud is hugging you. It is so comfortable. Pretty sure it says introvert on the back. No, it says Interactive Introverts. I can't. That's what it says on the back. And then it has an eye, and it has all the places they're going on tour down the sleeve. And it is so comfortable. Like, literally, the fleece is so soft. Feels like cloud is hugging you. If you're going to Interactive Introverts, you should get this hoodie. I just checked the website. Not the website, I checked a tweet. And I believe that this one is around $40, $45 in American money. Again, got that wrong. I'll clarify in editing. But, these are the two pieces of clothing merch I got.
I don't know why. So I'm about to clarify all the different types of merch they have there. I don't know why I'm doing that because after the fact of filming, I remembered that Phil tweeted out the merch that they have. Like, why did I feel the need to tell everybody all the merch that they have when I knew full well that everybody already knew what the merch looked like? But yeah, so just ignore me being stupid for like the next 10 seconds, okay?
Out of other merch, there is a marble t-shirt, there is a black long sleeve t-shirt that says Control on the back. There is just a tour t-shirt. There is a tour t-shirt that's just black with like the name on it. And there's probably a couple more pieces of merch that I'm forgetting about, but those are the items of clothing I got. And then I got the plushies. These are like the other plushies. They're the same fabric, they're the same size. They're super soft. They say Interactive Introvert on the back. I believe that these come in a set, and I'm pretty sure they're like 35 American dollars. I believe that's what it was. I don't quite remember. I'll clarify all the right prices in editing if I get any of these wrong. And Phil, I'm so sorry. I dropped Phil. Everything's fine. I'll probably edit this out, or maybe I won't. Oh shit. Hi, I'm really clumsy. And then I got one final piece of merch. Poster. I don't know exactly how much this cost. I'll probably put a little screen up here saying how much it cost. It's a little bit smaller than, like, for instance, this one or this one. But it's really glossy and it's really pretty. And yeah, it completed my shrine. This is not relevant to what we're talking about. This is my shrine. Spent a lot of time on this. What comes in the VIP bag is this VIP badge, which literally does nothing. It's just for show. But it has all the tour dates on the back, and it's the blue. The entire VIP bag is the blue and white theme of Interactive Introverts. Or I should just say II. It's much easier. And you get this postcard thing, which I just added to my shrine. It doesn't have like postcard on the back. It's just like postcard paper, if that makes any sense. And then you get, it all comes in this bag. Hold on, let me take it off this. It'll be much easier. You get this bag, and it's sparkly, and it's a really soft tote bag. Like, I hate it when like tote bags are like hard, or like the burlap is really rough, but this is like a really soft fabric that, like, you know, won't scrape your skin when you're carrying it around. So yeah. Oh, and it comes with one more thing. I'll show you that when I'm sitting down again. It comes with, this is my personal favorite item because I like wristbands. It comes with this black wristband that says introvert, and if you flip it on the inside, it says Dan and Phil World Tour. And I watched a tour merch review a couple of days ago, and somebody's wristband of this had broken. So it had broken, so these had split apart. But I've had mine for 18 days because I saw Dan and Phil 18 days ago, and mine hasn't broke. I've been wearing it ever since I got it. So I think it's pretty good quality. I don't know what she did to break hers, but yeah. So basically, that's all I have to say about the show without spoiling it. It was a really good experience that went really smoothly for the most part. The show was amazing. It was literally
so I'm about to list of all the concerts I've seen, which isn't very many because I don't like going to see live music. It makes me very anxious, but I is not a concert. It's a stage show, so why did I do that? I don't know. Just ignore me being a stupid bitch.
I haven't seen many concerts, but I've seen Taylor Swift, the Dixie Chicks, John Mayer, and Taylor Swift again. And maybe just because this is Dan and Phil, but this was the best one out of all of those. It was so amazing, and it was so creatively done, and they just seemed really comfortable and confident and natural on stage. And I don't think they script it. I think they make it so it's just certain points that they should hit, and then the rest they're just talking and telling stories and stuff. But it was really, 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 really good. I'm gonna stop this clip and turn my fan on because I'm melting because my AC upstairs is broken and I live in Texas. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn off, should I turn on my light? Because my light's annoying me because it's making, I'll just scoot in. So this is the spoilery bit. I'm not gonna say what happens during the show per se. I'm not gonna tell you everything that happens. Cause should I? No, I won't do that. But I'll tell you the important things you would need, you would want to know if you weren't going to the show, just to make your little fangirl heart sing. So if you're going and you don't want to know anything that happens, then leave now. Please like the video. You don't have to subscribe because I know my content is shit. But just like it because it makes me feel good. Okay, bye. Thanks. You can leave now if you don't want to know what happens. Okay, so if you're still here, I'm just gonna tell you some important key things that I think would just make you happy if you're not going to the show. So oh, and also if they don't end up uploading a version of it on YouTube like they did with Tat Enough, then I will post kind of a thing of everything that happened in a rundown. If I still remember in September or November. I don't know. But so basically just important things you might want to need to know. So you know that this may be old news, but if you have been avoiding spoilers like the plague, then you wouldn't know this. During the show, before the show, when everyone's sitting in the theater waiting for it to start, I'm gonna change my camera angle. This looks ugly. Hold on. That's better. Okay, so when everyone's sitting in the theater and they're playing music and we're all waiting for it to start, you know the Lady Door remix that Crunchy Toast Edits made? They play that. The entire stadium lost their shit. It was amazing. And then the last song that they play before the show starts is I'm not a My Chemical Romance fan, so I don't know the exact name of the song, but they play The Black Parade as the last song. And when that happened, I don't know the beginning of it, but again, the entire stadium lost their shit. It was amazing. So then at the beginning of the show, they do a little thing of like things that they're not going to do, and one of those is a strip tease where like they pretend they're gonna take off their shirts and then they rip them off, and then there's another shirt underneath, and it's really funny, and Dan looks really seductive and hot and amazing while doing it, just, you know, FYI. And then towards the end, they play a gif of a dog. It was a corgi running through snow. I'm just gonna let that thing. It was a corgi running. It wasn't a gif, but it was a video of a corgi running through snow. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. Phil raps. Dan plays the piano. Phil interrupts Dan playing the piano. I'm not going to give you context for any of these things. One of them, depending on a certain thing, gets strapped to a giant wheel, which, again, might be old news, but it's amazing. That section had a lot of dick jokes. Anything else that's just important? Oh, yes. So I'm just gonna share this because I think it's really sweet, and I just feel like this is something that everyone needs to know that happened because it's amazing. But in the end, when they're singing, they basically say that we're as important to them as they are to us, which is a big deal because, like, we would take a bullet for them. So yeah, that was pretty amazing. It was just, like, the sweetest thing. Like, the entire show was amazing. Like, it was so funny and, like, well planned out and creative, but there was also, like, a really kind of, like, important message behind it of, like, I don't know, it was just really great. Like, when the show ended, like, they left stage, like, I turned around, like, people behind me were just crying. I don't know, I think it's because I cried at the meet and greet and I'd gotten all my tears out, but, like, I turned around, like, the entire row behind me was just sobbing. But yeah.
Also, extremely important, I forgot to put in the video, I'll probably edit this in somewhere, but during the Dan versus Phil bit, Dan refers to them as best friends and soulmates. I'm dead. I know you're dead now too. You're probably screaming in your bedroom at like 2 in the morning. Bye.
I really hope they post a filmed video of it on YouTube, because I have shit memory, so I really want to be able to remember what happened. So yeah. This actually may never see the light of day because, fun fact, I filmed about 2 videos. I've never seen the light of day because I am a lazy asshole. In the words of Dan Howell. I'm a lazy asshole. So, I don't like editing. Like, I can do editing, but, like, my favorite thing about putting videos on YouTube is, filming them. I like filming, but I really hate editing. So, yeah, this video being a longer video that's going to involve me, like, probably having to put in the right prices and stuff like that will take a lot longer, so this may never see the light of day. I hope it does. But, yeah, I'm going to go now. I'm not going to edit this right now. Oh, well, no. We'll do a little after video bit. Anyway. Bye! Okay, after video bit, because this has nothing to do with Dan and Phil. But I found a gluten-free donut shop today. And the donuts taste better than donuts with gluten. Like, I'm shooketh. Like, what? How? Tell me how. But yeah, just side note, I found a gluten-free donut shop that's really good. I'm kind of sad about it, though, because I'll probably gain a lot of weight because donuts, but, like, it's worth it. Because donuts. I'm actually going to go, and I'm going to get a glass of water because the donuts were really rich, and I ate them right before filming this. So, like. You don't have to subscribe because I know my content's shit. And, yeah, bye. I hope my horribly greasy hair didn't offend anybody.